Welcome back to Sasquatch Hypothesis, the best damn Bigfoot show on the internet.
Big chested, and it just was big. I don't know how to describe it any better than that. It's just made me look like I was a kid if I'd have stood beside it.
It had long, messed up hair on its body. It was big. I would say, if I had to guess, I would say probably 7-8 feet tall.
Grandma's going, and all of a sudden the kids are yelling and screaming, Grandma, the monster's coming, the monster's coming. And she's like, what are you talking about? And this thing, apparently, it caught up with the truck and snagged one of the little girls and ran back up towards the mountain. That little girl was never found at all. And what does this thing do to the little girl? Nobody doesn't know.
Sometimes irreverent and always abrasive, but we love him anyway. Right, ladies? Here's Reverend Rick.
Okay, hello everybody. Hopefully all of the technical difficulties have been fixed and things will go better now. I've been away for a few months and I've changed a few things. I'm going to change some more things. Right now I'm streaming simultaneously on Mysterious Journals by DeeDee, my Twitch channel, which you can see the Twitch link somewhere on here. I think it's in the I think it's there, over there. Yeah, anyway. So I have multiple YouTube channels and all of them will be streamed to that Twitch channel. And you'll have to, subscribe to the different YouTube channels, but they will all be simulcast to that one Twitch channel. Right now, I'm also being simulcast to Mysterious Journals by DeeDee because she is going to be on. As some of you know, DeeDee lives in the Covington, Louisiana area. She lives on the outskirts of town, right on the edge of some woods. And her brother Bono had done some research there before he got spooked and quit Bigfoot altogether. And now she's living there taking care of her 95-year-old dad. And there's been some activity. So I am going to have DeeDee come on and describe to you the activity and what's been going on around there. So, just a second. Okay, honey, can you hear me? Now, people, keep in mind that there's a couple of second delay because of the way the stream is going. Can you hear me, honey? Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on, folks, let me see if I can get this fixed. DeeDee, can you hear me? Unmute your Discord if you can hear me.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're unmuted on Discord. We have a picture of you, but evidently your stream has frozen again. But we can hear you. So why don't you go ahead and describe the history of what's been going on with you around there.
Okay. So, well, my family bought this property back in 2007, and it took a few years, figuring out woods. It was heavily wooded property. There were a few houses, already in and surrounding the streets that came in that are here that already exist.
Hey, honey.
Yes.
Hold on a second. Shut off your end stream on your stream because it's interfering with your audio
In stream where?
on the OBS.
In stream is at the top or?
At the bottom it says end stream. Just go ahead and end the stream because I think it's messing with your audio. You don't have enough internet to do this.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, I hit it.
Okay.
What does that?
Just
What does
close.
that do?
Just close OBS now.
I don't want to close OBS.
You have to because it's messing with your audio. You're choppy. We can hardly understand you.
Oh, wait, can anybody hear me now? Can y'all hear me now?
There we go. Go ahead. Continue with
Can
what's
you
going.
Can you hear me now then?
Well, you're still a little choppy, but go ahead and tell your story. Tell what's been going
Okay.
on.
I'll tell it choppy because, so the street was developed in the front where the property's located, and the back of the property cleared, and it's probably about a good square acre that was cleared. Before this was done, a few years back, like maybe, I don't know, 4 years back, my brother was a researcher, a cryptid researcher, and he went back. He took pictures. He roamed the woods. He found footprints. He found structures, and actually, at one point, from what I understand, he had a creature actually staring at him. Whatever happened, happened. My brother's a brother. I love him. He's out of the business. I'm not, or this subject. I'm not in the business of saying, hey, come back. I've already tried that. Until he decides to come back, he'll come back. He was very popular. Most people knew who he was. He got out of this field, but in the interim, I have moved here, and now I live here, and I live with my dad. He's a World War II veteran, and hopefully everybody will wish him a happy Memorial Day because my daddy fought for our freedom too, and so did my husband. And I cheer him on too. Honey, I love you. And thank you for my freedom. Anyway, to get past that, my dad had an incident here some years back, and the garbage can over here on this side of the house was knocked over. And my dad went to the door that it's all glass, so it's framed in wood, of course, and it's all glass. And he had happened to go there and heard something topple, a big bang, a big thump, and thump, thump, thump after that. And he happened to be at the door after the bang happened, and he saw something really big move across his patio, and it cracked a whole bunch of his tiles that are on his huge patio. Ever since then, my dad put in a security system because he was always worried about somebody coming in and breaking in his home. And when I came here, he's been very worried, very concerned that I'm going to be grabbed. You have to come in. My doors have to be locked. It's like almost having this, feeling of claustrophobia, and literally crawl out of this window because I smoke. Forgive me. And I'm trying to quit because I have a vape right here. Anyway, just to have that freedom. But my dad, he's convinced something's going to grab you, something's going to happen, and all the doors are locked. There are 3 entrances and exits in this home, and they all has a sensor. That goes to the bathroom, change into his pajamas to actually unlock this window. And long story short, this has been going on, and now it's all making sense to me. It wasn't that long ago and my first incident here. And I believe that first incident was, oh gosh, there have been several. The noises. I was in a friend's um, Discord. If you all do Discord, um, Al Bundy, I'll give you a shout out. Al Bundy's Bar and Grill, where they play music, but we play music too in Rick's Discord, and that's Sasquatch Hypotheses. And there we play music there where you can go and play music and stuff. And so we were playing music one night and just sharing our thoughts on things and our music. And oh, check this out. And oh, one big shout out to Amy Dickinson and all the people that are part of or the beginning of our Discord and oh geez, Al Bundy, he's on Discord, and then we have True to Form Brett and um, uh, Old Bear and Darcy, and I'm forgetting Lane Norton and Don Van Horn. Those people who started out with us on Discord. I just want to give you a big mwah, because I love you. No matter what, I love you all. Anyway, so there have been several incidents that happened here, and we were singing on Al's music channel. It's more than music. I know he plays games and stuff, but it's Bundy's Bar and Grill or whatever, and we were playing music. And there was one night that we were playing music, and even the host Al, he'd gone to bed. It was like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then Amy Dickinson, she had gone to bed, and me and Rick were still up because we're Uber drivers, so like we're like night owls, you know what I mean? And so that's cool too, right? Because we're making a living. And so anyway, so I'm singing a song, and Rick's like, "Oh yeah," because I was like la la songs, so like I'm all into Zebra, the la la song, right? And he says, "There's a la la song I want you to try to sing." It was a Janis Joplin song, and it was me and Bobby McGee. So the Bobby McGee song came out. Of course, I did not master the la la part, which was pretty funny. But I still tried to sing the song. Well, when I went to sing the song, Dad had closed the doors. Everything was locked. And I was in the laundry room, and I had to open the window in the laundry room, open the window to sing the song, because it's like I'm smoking cigarettes, having a good time, or whatever. And they're all like singing and stuff, and all this music's playing, and he goes, do this song. Do this song. See if you can do Janis Joplin's Me and Bobby McGee. So I gave it a whirl, and I think it did okay until the la 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 part. Okay, so sue me, whatever. Anyway, the window was open. It was time for me. We were both like really very very tired. So it's time for us to go to bed, and me and Rick hung up. And I mean, not 20 seconds after I hung up the phone with him, there was this noise outside the window, and the window was open. And windows are pretty like to the floor, and maybe a foot from the top of the wall in the bedrooms, and the laundry room, 8 foot ceiling. So I'm sitting there, and I freaked out, and I'm like, oh my God, I heard this noise. So I called Rick, and I called this creature in with a Janis Joplin song. So that's what happened there. I have no other explanation. Anyway, so to move forward, some other things have happened around here. Noises, when I'm outside, strange things happen. I'm trying to go in a chronological order here. Oh geez, Rick, are you still with me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. I'm trying to go a chronological order here. I mean, so many things have happened. Oh my God. I didn't write this down. I didn't want to be reading to you all. I just try to go from memory. So, um, you had a recording because okay. So, uh, I let Rick know about a song that I was really fond of, and that made me think of
Why
him
don't,
before we
hey, honey,
actually met.
why
And I
don't
was
you
playing
start
the
with the
song
deer?
outside. I was playing the song outside,
Why don't you
and
start
then
with the deer?
okay. Oh yeah, the deer happened before that. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. So I'm sitting in my dad's carport, and all of a sudden this deer comes out of nowhere. It comes from this side, runs out to the front of the property. I mean, like as fast as lightning to this side, and crosses a 5-foot gully. And the clearing in the back there's a 1 acre clearing, clears the back and goes. And I'm trying to like fumble with my phone and take a picture, and I get nothing. I mean, she was so fast, but she was running from something. She didn't see me. I was behind a really big car, on a carport right outside of my dad's kitchen door. And I tried to jump up and run as fast as I could, and I couldn't get a photo. So ever since then, things have been happening. I did, however, take photos of the woods from right to left, click, 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 something that it was uh, in the next, like, say, half hour after I took them, and saw something looking back at me. Now, Rick is, not on my page with us. He's saying, he's not completely sure. To me, I'm sure because I know what I felt when I was taking the photo, and it was almost like, to me, in my mind, DeeDee, put the camera down. Put the camera down because you can't take any more photos. You're not allowed to take any more photos. You're not allowed to cross that street. It's a makeshift street. It's not even a real street because the land being developed. So there's no, like, saying, okay, everybody's here. There's one house at the end. So um in looking at these photos, there's something looking back at me. And I hope that Rick is going to share this with you. I hope Rick's going to show you. Not everybody's going to agree. I'm not an expert. I just know what I saw. Something was looking back at me. What I felt, something was looking back at me. And I've learned something else about these creatures, y'all. Yeah, from the South, I'm saying y'all. You feel their presence. I'm not saying, you feel this and you feel their vocals. And there was another night that I was here and I was outside. And like I said, I sneak out to smoke, and I was run in by a noise, and it was a noise and an oofy kind of oof kind of, and I explained it to Rick. He recorded it. After that, we got was outside. I think it was last week, and I was just like foaming around with the camera, and I had and I was on this remote thing with me now with the camera because he's in Huntsville and I'm in New Orleans Metro, and he's concerned about what's going on, and so am I. So we share information, and as I was like homing around, I found footprints. So, Rick, do you have that video where we did that? I know I did a video about the deer. I did a video about what happened. I was terrified that night that I heard that hoofy sound, that I literally jumped in this window and just shut it, because not only could I hear what was being said to me, or not to me, what was being said, I could feel it. I'm not saying it was said to me. I'm just saying it was said. It's honed in on, and that's what's going on here. So, Rick, if you have that recording, if you have anything you want to share with anybody, we did find footprints the week after that. And so I'm just letting you know what's going on. And just a few nights ago, I saw some down the street, and there's like sort of like a pond.
Well, we'll go into that in a minute. We'll go into that in a minute. Let me go ahead and play the audio of what had happened, the night that you called in the Bigfoot. Let me get it queued up here. Where'd my program go? Hold on, folks. I have to find the audio file. And there it is. Okay, folks, parts of it are kind of low, so you have to listen quiet, listen close.
I'm closing the blinds. I just heard her. Oh. I'll be going to the other side of the room for a second. Hang on, Rick. I'm going on the other side of the room. I just heard. Okay, I'm on the other side of the room now. I just heard her. Ooh, like that.
Did you see anything out there?
I didn't see anything. I just heard that. I heard it. And that's when I closed the blinds. I was looking. I didn't see anything, but I heard that. Like that.
And where did you actually look? Did you look out, or did you hear that before you got a chance to look out?
I heard it after I heard it as I was looking out, but I didn't see anything. And when I heard it, I closed the blinds. I told you, that's when I said, fuck.
And where did it sound like? Did it seem like the sound was coming from?
It sounded like it was coming. You know that clearing from the back of the house? You know that clearing that the deer jumped, that gully? Yeah. That clearing in the back of the house? That's where it sounded like it was coming from that side of the house. It wasn't coming from this side of the house. So the sound was coming from that side of the house.
So it seemed like it was coming through the wall instead of the window?
I could hear it through the window. Like, you know how you can hear crickets, you can hear things, and that's what I heard. And it sounded like it was coming from that direction. I closed the blinds. I can't keep them open. I'm too scared.
Is the moon still pretty bright out there? So if you walk by, would you see a silhouette? Yeah. Okay, just
it's bright.
Keep the lights off in the bedroom. Go back over there and see if you can hear anything else.
Okay. I'm scared, babe. Hear anything?
Okay, now folks, I had actually started recording and she didn't realize it. I didn't know if she'd get mad if I was recording it because how scared she was. I had started recording maybe 10 minutes after she actually started freaking out. And at first I thought, oh, she's imagining something. And then once I realized, she's really getting terrified, I went ahead and started recording.
Okay, Rick, you want me to talk again? On
No,
cue.
not just yet. Hold on, let me play some more.
I have to. Oh, crap. I don't hear anything else. I think, like, movement or something. Do you think I should crack the window real slow?
Yeah, if you're not hearing anything and you thought he was around the other side of the house, go ahead and crack the window and see if you can hear anything.
Okay. That's what I think I should do. Fuck. Let me catch my breath for a second. Whew. Unlock the hinges. I like the hinges because I was scared. Give me a second. Okay. Fuck. All right. Okay, the buzzing sound like. That smells funny. This is a funny smell. It stinks. It stinks, Rick. It stinks.
I hear you.
Oh my God. I don't want to talk too loud.
You can just whisper. I have your gain turned way up. She's just outside Covington, Louisiana. Just north of the Honey Island Swamp. You still smell that smell?
Yes, it stinks.
Have you heard anything else?
Take my earphones out. Just put the phone out. She won't be able to whisper.
What was that?
Do you want me to take my earphones out? It's sniffing. Rick.
What?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
It's sniffing. It's sniffing.
You can actually hear it sniffing.
Hear it sniffing. Jesus Christ. What?
Now, folks, I did not edit this down to like make it more or anything, because I wanted you to hear the whole thing as it unfolded.
No. I heard sniffing. It was like sniffing like right by the window, and then it went all to the end, like on my titties. Like the other way, like where the driveway is. So I'm trying to low noise, baby. Shh. Jesus Christ, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my God. I wish I had a mic. I wish I had a parabolic.
Yeah,
The smell is still there. The smell is like not as strong, but it's lingering. It stinks like shit. Oh God, it smells like shit. Oh God, it stinks so bad. Babe, it knows I'm here. Right, babe, it knows I'm here. Listen, somebody's
Are you just
Are you still
replaying
by
it,
the window?
Rick?
here. Yeah, I'm still by the window. I'm trying to put him talking. Jesus Christ. Put my earphones in. Shh.
No, DeeDee, we're only 10 minutes in.
Okay.
Did you have something you wanted to add real quick while I have it paused?
No, just go ahead.
Okay.
Just be quiet for a second.
Now, folks, there, when you heard all that fumbling with the phone, I was actually hoping that the Bigfoot had grabbed the phone and it was going to run off with it so we could hear, because her data would have kicked in and I would have been able to record anything that the Bigfoot, the noises, whatever was going on when it ran away with the phone. But no such luck. It was just DeeDee fumbling with the phone.
Is the recording over now?
No, there's like 15 minutes left.
Play the rest. Just get it over with.
Is it freaking you out again?
It's hard to hear this, so just please, Rick, be a human and get it over with.
It's 15 more minutes.
15 more minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, do it. And zip it. I'm gonna have to take my earphones and I can't listen to the rest of it.
Okay, honey.
And look, I'm not trying to sound like a big PU blank blank Y.
No, honey.
You know,
Just in about.
it wasn't you, and it wasn't.
I know. I know. Look.
You don't understand, you don't understand. You know, I'm not like, fucking Joan of Arc and shit. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just some Southern girl that lives here in the deep South.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah, I'm in the deep South. I'm proud of being from the deep South, but
We understand.
I ain't never heard nothing like this or felt nothing like this before, and have to hear it. I will let you play the rest of it for everybody else.
All right, honey. Why don't you wait? When you see my video.
I'm gonna turn my camera and
Listen.
let you play. Let me play it for everybody else. Just I want everybody to hear the rest of it.
Listen. Watch your
But no, you listen to me. You listen to me.
Listen to me. Watch your laptop, and when you see my camera go full screen, you'll know it's done playing, and then you can get back on. Okay?
I'm going to have a cigarette. How much more time does it have? It's too much for me.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Right.
Just watch. If you see me in full screen.
And I apologize that it was so long, y'all. But it was.
If you see me in full screen, you'll know that it's done playing. Okay?
It's excruciating for anybody who's not looking for this and not expecting this and not thinking this is going to happen or expecting this to happen.
Yeah.
These sounds that were happening were felt. They weren't just audio. They were vibrations. So I'm turning my camera. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be back on in a few minutes. So just go ahead, Rick.
All right, honey. All right. What's that?
Fucking shit.
You hear it again?
Yes. I was thinking about
I can't make out what you're saying.
I have body spray. I was thinking about spraying my body like oh shit. Oh my god. It's stuck in my window again. It's never.
Are you still holding the phone up by the window?
No, I'm not by the window. I'm too scared to go by the window. Oh my god. You gotta record. You gotta put your recorder on. You record this.
No, she just told me to record it. She didn't know I was already recording it. It's still going. It's just you being quiet. I didn't edit the silence out so that y'all could hear everything as it unfolded. Yeah, I can hear you. You said it's by the window again? Oh, you're by the window?
Should I take a picture of the window?
Why don't you turn on your video camera and just, like, put it up by the blind and see if it'll catch anything. You know, under the blind, between the blind and the window. All right, folks, what she's saying is that my wife is not very tech savvy. When she turned on her video camera, the flash came on. And she was sending the video through Discord to me, so I actually saw what was going on. And she put it up to the window, and the flash, of course, was coming back in the lens, so it was all, you know, blurred out and all of that stuff. But I did see, you know, where the window was cracked. I saw it go up there. And I did think I saw briefly something. However, I can't swear to that. And then, you know, she put it back down because she was freaking out because the light was on. And I don't blame her.
It's putting off the light, baby. I don't know how to turn the light off. So I'm holding it down. It still stinks bad. It smells like something fucking died. Baby, I can't.
She was just talking about the light again.
It just hurt all.
And she's been holding it down. The light's been on all this time. She's trying to turn it off now. Is the window still cracked a little bit?
It's still cracked. Put the phone in there.
Yeah, I hear you. I didn't hear that. I believe this is the point where she thought that she heard it, like chattering, like talking. And for a brief, like I'm talking a split second, I thought I heard just like a voice saying something. I mean, it was very brief. What? I can't hear you. I still didn't hear you.
Should I crawl back out there or something?
No.
It stinks so bad. God, it stinks.
Have you heard anything else?
No, I said that last.
Go ahead and grab the phone. I can't hear you.
I had your window.
Were you hearing anything else, or does it sound like it was gone? I'm not hearing you.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm gonna close the window now. But
Yeah, go ahead and close it.
I just heard a wolf, like a wolf, like not a wolf. But should I do it out the window and see what happens?
No, just go ahead and close the window.
Should I make the same noise?
No, just close the window.
It stinks so bad. It smells so bad. Oh, Jesus. Come on.
I'm trying to look through Rick. I'm trying to look at.
Rick, is this almost over? Seriously.
Yeah, just a couple minutes.
Rick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Someone was sniffing. Like sniffing. Like smelling. What a smell. You know, like a coyote does or a wolf does, like a bear does. You know, kind of, you can hear it.
Yeah, did it sound like really heavy sniffing or
It was
like
like
a dog?
deep. It was like deep, deep. No, it didn't sound like a dog. No, it didn't sound like a dog. It was like a deep, kind of, in a like a roll, like that. That's what I heard. It scared the fuck out of me. Oh, maybe the activity will stop after I leave. Because I was sitting out there in a chair, you know, talking to you and Amy and whatever, right? Just having a conversation like anybody else would. The other night I played music on my phone. It was like I had a fucking boom box or nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Activity or whatever was something's homed in on this house. And I worry about my dad.
Okay, that's pretty much the end of the activity. I'd say a round of applause if everyone could hear from my brave wife, who wanted to go out the window. Cracked me up. And it made me nervous. I was hoping she wouldn't actually do it. All right, honey, if you're listening, that's the end of that. So, are you still there?
I'm still here. Can you see me?
We can't see you because your stream got messed up. We can only hear you.
Okay, it's disturbing. I have to listen to it again because I really wish you could try to fix the stream, Rick. I really want people to see me for a second. Can you try to do that while I'm talking?
No, it's going to take too long, and I think it's an internet issue. The outgoing internet from your house is not good enough. It just keeps locking up the stream.
I want you all really disturbing to have to hear for a second time. Like there's spots that I just can't even deal with. The noises vibrate through your body. The sniffing part, the sniffing, which actually happened on 2 occasions. They make you feel like that's their identifier, and you know I do identify with apes. I love the great apes. I love especially gorillas. They're my favorite. I put a job application in for a place here with a Primate Research Center, which I'll probably do really well with. And what I know about apes and what I've studied about apes and I actually took courses is that they're identification level is probably 75% higher than the human level. So it's about your presence and your smell and where you are as far as how they're communicating. And there's so many more things I could explain. But this is not a great ape. This is not a chimpanzee, an orangutan, or a howler monkey. All the apes that I love. I have family who have had apes, small apes as pets and things like that, and got to know them, on a one face-to-face level in my life. I had one cousin who worked with a research group, and they researched and rescued gorillas in Mississippi, and was able to reach out and do that through, fences and gates and touch and knuckle, and you don't make eye contact, and you know it's so natural to me to do this. I mean, I just went to the zoo, and on my Facebook you can see there's a silverback. His name is Nicky, and Nicky is like totally posing. Went to the gate, and I made contact with him, but didn't make eye contact with him. And there are like all these poses, like he knows I'm taking his picture, and he ended up jumping over the gate and almost coming to the gully that separates the area he's in to the actual gate observation gate. And everybody was like, "Oh my God!" Oh, jumping, he was jumping, and he came right to me. And I don't know if that's something in my soul or something in my heart. I do think it's something in my soul. I do think I have this connection with primates.
Honey.
But to come here and be here and see this, I don't know what to do. There's no reaction for me. There's no reaction that I know of to do, because there's these noises, and I have a photo that I took of the woods, and there's something looking back at me. To me, maybe to you, there is nothing looking back at me. Maybe to you, there is nothing staring back at me. To me, there is something staring back at me. There are no rules and regulations or some rule book that we all go by to follow when there's this kind of activity. And some have some natural reaction. I was scared to death because in this video or recording that Rick took, I was so scared that my body was shaking. I was so scared that I felt the vibrations from the vocalization on that side. And then when I felt it sniffing, I heard it sniffing, it freaked me out a little bit even more, because I felt like this thing was going to come to the window just to come see me. I didn't think it was going to kill me. I didn't think it was going to harm me. No, I didn't. I thought it was coming to identify with me. And here I am with my 94-year-old dad, in his house, and it's come to this point. It's come. My brother would be totally freaked out. My brother would be like, "Oh my God," because he did research here. So this is what happened. To hear the recording places me somewhere else in a place of fear. Maybe place of fear. Maybe I should be more noble and more guarded in a way, and have more, courage. Maybe I should be more courageous, but
No, honey,
right now,
I had to stop you from climbing out the window. Hey, how about we move on to the video you took the next day?
okay.
You want to set it up?
No, you set it up.
Okay, the next day, folks, she went out there looking for tracks and so forth, and she found some. So here we go. Okay, beautiful. Okay, now explain. Go ahead and talk about what you're seeing. You're seeing the outline of a foot.
Like an indentation.
Put your foot next
but
to
I
it.
mean, come on.
Yeah. So your foot's facing the same direction, and it looks like it. Wait a minute. Is that your left foot or your right foot?
That's my right foot.
Yeah, it looks like it's a right foot print to me too. You can see where the toes are, or where it appears. Y'all can hear that audio, correct? Yeah. Now, where's the other one that you see? Turn your camera sideways. You don't want that angle. You're going long ways. There you go.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I don't really see anything there.
Some other... That is so weird.
Yeah. That one looks like a footprint. Turn your camera sideways.
Gosh.
That looks like a footprint. You know, and it's really hard to pick up an impression, a foot impression on camera without having oblique lighting and stuff, and that one stands out really strong.
There's something else here, but there's kind of grass in that.
Thanks, Amy.
And here's my window.
Okay, you think it was sniffing, like if you were to imagine how far away from the window it was, what would you say?
I would say maybe in this area here. I mean, when I came to look out, I would say when I came to look from this way as I was walking with the camera, if I just had to guess, it would be in this little area right here, right around here.
Okay, now point it back at the bedroom window. So about that far away, you think, and you heard it sniffing?
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point you
Should
said...
have been a little bit closer, because I can hear it. But I mean, I had my window open, so...
Well, it was just cracked. And then you said you thought you heard it around the side of the house at one point.
Yes, I hear something behind me. I'm sorry, headphone. I just heard a whistle.
A whistle?
Mm-hmm.
So you thought you heard something over here by the air conditioner?
Yes.
The other night?
Yes, that's when I decided to start whispering. So...
See if you see any impressions around
here.
there.
This is... I mean, there's something here, but I don't know if that's a... I don't know.
Yeah, real hard to pick up in grass.
Come walk around this way just to take a look.
Why don't you walk along that edge of
Pretty.
dirt?
This is pretty interesting. Like maybe when it was wet. This looks like dried mud.
What are you looking at?
And kind of sand and mud. Yeah, that's sand. I thought at first. I'm looking at this. This. And this. Which looks like there's, I mean, this is mud. And look, oh gosh, those are toes, Rick.
Point it down. You're pointing it above. There you go.
Sorry.
Show me what you were showing me again, because you were pointing it too high.
Those
Your fingers are in the way. There you go.
Sorry.
So you think that's a toe? Toes
One.
imprint?
I think those are toes.
Does it feel like the mud's
I mean,
standing up between the toes?
This is about an inch deep.
Your finger's in the way.
Oh, sorry. You know I'm no good at this.
Yeah, well, you need a little thing so you can hold it. Could you feel?
I mean,
like,
if I put my
like
foot here.
Could you feel the individual toe indents?
Yes. Yes, that's what I was telling you. Is like I could feel.
So like there's a ridge rising between the toes.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Your hand's in the way again.
Sorry.
So there was like a ridge coming up between the toes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I stuck my fingers in them.
And put your foot next to it again. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Put your foot next to it.
My foot?
Yeah. And point down. Can't see your foot. Well, that one, I guess it would be about the same size as the other one because the grass is over top of the toes.
But this is mud.
Point down. You're too high.
Like sandy mud. I mean, could that also possibly be in like a slide mark? You know, like it, or was something could indent that far?
Well, look at
you know, it's pretty far.
That whole thing is an inch deep, you said, right? From toes to
Yeah,
heel.
at least.
Okay, now show us the woods. Where the woods are from there. And where you hear it all the time.
Oh. Here.
Point it down just slightly. There you go. Right across there is where you keep hearing noises, like behind that
There
house.
and a little farther back. Sometimes it's an echo, I believe, maybe coming from way out there. I mean, I don't know.
Point it down a little bit. Point it down a little bit.
I wouldn't know where.
There you go.
I wouldn't know where to pinpoint where it was coming from.
Yeah.
Looking for more.
But those woods are like, what, a half a mile deep?
I believe so.
Yeah. And then they get even deeper farther down there. Huh. Okay. We got that too. Okay, folks. Tim, just to recap for you. My wife is living just outside Covington, Louisiana, and she's had some Bigfoot activity around her father's house there. And she's pointing out some of the footprints and so forth that she discovered the day after. She had one sniffing outside of her bedroom window and stuff like that. So, all right, honey, we just got done with the footprint video. I don't know if you watched it on your laptop or what, but...
I did. I saw it.
Okay.
That was okay. That wasn't half as bad as the sniffing video was very disturbing. I hope I don't have to hear that again because it was a personal thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you did a good job though, honey. Did a good job. So, do you, let's see, what else do we have here? I think,
Well, I got a rock thrown at me one night. I was sitting out and, you know, it felt like a bee sting, and it was totally dark. I believe I have a video. Rick, do you have that video where I was hit by the rock? I mean, I videoed it. It's a little bit much, but it's like 3 or 4 minutes long. But it was more or less, okay, I just got hit by a rock because I thought it was a bee sting. Because all of the azaleas and the what is that other thing my dad has planted? The oh um uh whatever, colonial blank and blanks,
Junipers or something like that.
sort of fragrant flower. He has these bushes that they surround his house. They surround the base of his house all the way around. And gosh, what is it? Not marigold. I said it earlier. Anyway, so I'm thinking it's a bee because there's like lots of bees and stuff and whatnot here.
Yeah.
And it felt like a bee sting. So I was thinking, okay, I got stung by a bee, but it wasn't a bee. Then I heard click, click, rocks hitting. So there were more rocks that were being thrown, and they weren't huge rocks; they were little rocks. Well, the one that hit me in the shoulder, actually, I really should have taken a picture of my shoulder. A bit of a bruise on my right shoulder, and that's where it hit me. And I told Rick, I was like, I just got hit with a rock.
Yeah,
I just got hit with the rock.
I put the picture of the rock up now.
Okay, so it's this little gray rock. I put it next to a lighter. Yeah, you gotta help me. I'm a smoker. But anyway, just to show you the comparison size, this thing hit me in the shoulder, and it felt like a bee sting, like when you get a bee sting. And then, I had to shake my head for a second and, regroup myself and look down and saw this rock, probably about 4 feet away from me because it bounced off my shoulder. And then I'm thinking, okay, where did this rock come from? Where would this have come out of? And then I'm looking at the woods. I'm looking at the wood line. So okay, it's coming from the wood line, right? And that's where it felt like it came from. It didn't feel like it came from the side. You get hit in the shoulder. This was the front of my shoulder, like where my face is, or where my neck and my, collarbone is. It's my shoulder. It's the front part of my shoulder, not the side, not the back. Your front of your shoulder, your side of your shoulder, your back of your shoulder. This was from the front of my shoulder, and it bounced off. And it wasn't just this little, sweet bounce. It was a sting bounce. So I thought it was a bee. It actually hurt. And then I was like, okay, Rick, I just got hit with a rock. And with him. I'm on the phone with Rick all the time anyway.
Now I'm showing
us. We're on the phone with him anyway, but it hit me and bounced off, and I grabbed it and told him about it. And I was like, I have to take a picture of it. I have to, document this. This has to be like, somebody has to know this,
Yeah, now I'm showing the slideshow of the rock and the location where you saw the two standing down there squatting over something and that kind of thing. So you haven't explained that.
That down there.
Yeah.
No.
She also saw the other night 2 of them down the road. Go ahead, honey.
So I'm sitting out there again, and enjoying a nice evening. It was actually semi-cool here that night, and just chilling out. I think I had chamomile tea in my hand, a cup of hot chamomile tea, and I was just and I was like, oh, Rick, oh no. And I took the tea, I put it in on the windowsill. I was coming in because I said, Rick, I am not seeing things. I'm not seeing things. He said, well, what are you talking about? I said, I just feel like I'm seeing things. And now there's two, it looked at first like two people walking up the street to a location right across the road. And one crouched down for something that was on the side of the road. And then saw me. I saw eye shine, 4 eyeballs, eye shine. What color was it? I don't know. Maybe at that distance, white, glow. That's all I can tell you. I can't give you a color, glow. There's something coming back at me. They saw me. And then the crouched one gets back up and they start walking towards me. I said, Rick, I'm going inside. I'm going inside. They're coming this way. I'm not, I know I'm not seeing things. And I quickly came back in, but they were, and I came back in, closed the window, put the screen back on very, very quickly, steadfastly. And I told Rick, I was like, there were 2 figures. They were very tall. They were black. They were completely black, but from what my eyes could see, the street is at least a quarter of a mile long. It was a little over half that length, maybe a little bit over half that length where I saw them. There was a neighbor that was burning some, wood and brush and stuff like they do that out here. They burn non-contained burn. We have 3 neighbors today that burned again. I'm like, what do these people do? They burn shit. Where I come from, you can't do that unless it's contained and okay, but that's what this is the country. So there was sort of a haze floating over everything, so I couldn't see very clearly. But I saw the 2 figures walking my way, and when I saw they were all black, and also when I saw they were very, very tall and big. They were not little. At first, I thought it was, a couple of guys, and then as they started walking, and the other one came from the crouch position to the upright position and started walking. Maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds into it, I said, "Oh my God, what the hell?" I'm going inside. It scared me. Like I was scared. I took pictures the next day and I went down the street to show where, and I did send that to you, Rick, where it was from that point I saw them to this property and where I am on this, window side where I was. And I also took a picture of this I say man-made pond. It's something like where they're doing this construction or whatever, and water has pooled, and this is where all this activity is beginning. This is where it originates from. This water, and right there are all the. So I have no other explanation. I just want to share it with the world. I just want to put it in the the order of whoever's taking notes. I was scared to death the night that I was being sniffed out. I could hear those woof woof, kind of woofy noises. They went through my body. They were coming from the other side of the house. There were footprints that I found. That's great too. I'm not crazy. I'm a normal girl. Living in my mind in a normal world. But the more we knock down these woods, the more we take habitat down for any animal, any creature. Maybe we will see them. Maybe they're not happy about this. This is a very new neighborhood. It was new. Came here on 10 years ago, and now they're continuing the process and putting up electrical things. We got 4 street lights, woohoo, you know. And now they're continuing, and I think that they are. You say encroaching. I don't use encroaching. I say, invading. I say invading. In this being's habitat, and I think we can probably all live peacefully. They haven't harmed me. I have a very good friend out there. Her name is Mary. I won't tell you her last name. I won't tell you where she lives, but I will tell you that she has activity too, where she is way up north in the cold regions of our country. And she shares the same sentiments that a lot of people down here share, but they've never caused her harm. It's never caused us harm. The only thing it's ever done was dug through a garbage can of my father's, and my father could not see this guy, but it ran off and broke tiles on his patio. That's all I can say. That's my belief. That's what I think. I think my brother thinks the same thing, but my brother's not in this anymore. My brother researched and traveled the country, and something really crazy happened to my brother. And I think it freaked him out, and he stepped back from it. He'll probably be back one day. My brother is Bono, and some of you may know him or may have heard of him. And he may be back one day, but until then, I'll continue my search. My ears, my eyes, my husband and I are going to settle here and be in Covington. We will be in the woods. I mean, we're on the verge of getting our, first big living motorhome. And I'll tell you what, right now, he and I are going to travel around and just go in the middle of nowhere. Bravely go in the middle of nowhere. We will be protected. We will have our protection. But I hope you wish us well. And that's all I really have to say. I really don't have any more to report unless anything else happens. I'll keep you all posted. Rick, thanks for putting up with me, baby. Thanks for putting up with my crying and my shivering and all of that. And you made me feel safe. You always made me feel safe from the day I started talking to you. You just made me feel safe, and I'm so glad that I married you, baby. That's all I have to say.
Okay, honey. All right, folks. I saw, who was it? Somebody asked a question here. Let me scroll back real quick. Tim Egan. I wasn't there. I'm in Huntsville, Alabama. She's down in Covington, Louisiana. I was talking to her over Discord and recording it. So, and then the video she took herself on her, I recorded that too on, she was sending me the image through the video on Discord, and I was recording that. But I wasn't there. I wish I was there. I tried to get her to get naked and chase it around the yard, but she wouldn't do it,
Oh my God, Rick. Oh, and let's don't forget Amy Dickinson. The next day after we covered that, right? Amy was there, and Amy had me take pictures and stuff of the area because we were singing, remember?
Yeah.
Don't forget Amy. Okay.
Yeah, you got to practice that Janis Joplin song, Bobby McGee, so we can really bring him in.
Well, whatever, but Amy, I love you. Oh, and hey, Sarah, mwah! That's for Sarah. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, honey. Anyway, I just cut my wife off so I could finish. All right, folks. If you have any questions or you want to continue this discussion, you can hold on just a second. Let me switch my camera thing here. Okay, find my finger there. The Discord link is right there. You can join us in Discord and discuss this in Campfire with the other people that come into Campfire all the time and that kind of stuff. And if any, we'll go into Campfire for the next little bit if y'all want to come in there and ask any questions of me or DeeDee. Mostly DeeDee, I wasn't there. I'm just the host. So, yeah, DeeDee will be in there if you want to ask questions and that kind of thing. And I guess we will call it quits for now. So make sure that you visit Mysterious Journals by DeeDee. That's my wife's YouTube channel. This is being simulcast there, as well as my Twitch channel, which I believe is there. And all of my YouTube channels get simulcast there. If you're not subscribed there, you'll miss some of my other things, which not everybody's going to be. It's about my MS and other stuff. Uber is going to be on there. But anyway, until next time, y'all take it easy.